Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to the Comedy of Errors. I am Pemberton. This is part 2, and the muddle reaches its glorious peak before it breaks. The goldsmith Angelo hands a costly chain to the wrong Antipholus, then has the other clapped in arrest for refusing to pay for a chain he never got. Adriana sends bail by a Dromio who finds his master already loose. The Syracusan twin, showered with gifts and greetings he cannot account for, concludes that Ephesus is a city of witches and runs for his ship. The Ephesian Antipholus, taken for a lunatic, is bound and conjured over by the quack Dr. Pinch, breaks his bonds, and at last the two pairs of doubles come face to face before a priory where the strangers claim sanctuary, and the Abbess steps out to settle everything. Let us finish it.
A merchant, Angelo, and an officer enter. You know the money has been due since Pentecost. I have not pressed you very hard before, and I would not be pressing you now, except that I am bound for Persia and need guilders for my voyage. So pay me at once, or I will have this officer arrest you. The exact amount I owe you is just now becoming due to me from Antipholus. At the very moment I met you, he had a chain from me. At 5 o'clock I am to receive the money for it. If you will please walk with me down to his house, I will settle my debt to you, and thank you as well. Antipholus of Ephesus and Dromio of Ephesus enter, coming from the courtesan's house. You may save yourself that trouble. Look, here he comes. While I go to the goldsmith's house, you go and buy the end of a rope. I will give that to my wife and her allies for locking me out of my own doors in broad daylight. But wait, I see the goldsmith. Go on. Buy the rope and bring it home to me. I buy £1,000 a year. I buy a rope. Dromio of Ephesus exits. A man is well supported when he trusts you. I promised that you would be there, and that the chain would be there, but neither the chain nor the goldsmith came to me. Perhaps you thought our friendship would last too long if it were chained together, and so you stayed away. Putting aside your joking mood, here is the bill showing exactly how much your chain weighs, down to the last carat, the fineness of the gold, and the costly workmanship. It comes to a little more than 3 jik. That's above what I owe this gentleman. Please pay him immediately, for he is bound for sea and is waiting only for this. I do not have the money with me at this moment. Besides, I have some business in town. Good sir, take the stranger to my house and take the chain with you. Ask my wife to pay the amount when she receives it. Perhaps I will be there as soon as you. Then you will bring the chain to her yourself. No, carry it with you in case I do not arrive in time. Very well, sir, I will. Do you have the chain with you? If I do not have it, sir, I hope you do. Otherwise you may return without your money. Come, please, sir, give me the chain. Both wind and tide are waiting for this gentleman, and I am at fault for keeping him here too long already. Good Lord, you are using this delay to excuse yourself for breaking your promise at the Porpentine. I should have scolded you for not bringing it, but like a quarrelsome scold, you start the argument first. The hour is slipping away. Please, sir, finish this. You hear how urgently he presses me. The chain. Why, give it to my wife and collect your money. Come, come, you know I gave it to you just now. Either send the chain or send some token by me. Enough, you have run this joke out of breath. Come, where is the chain? Please let me see it. My business cannot tolerate this fooling. Good sir, say whether you will answer me or not. If you will not, I will leave him to the officer. I answer you? What should I answer you for? For the money you owe me for the chain. I owe you nothing until I receive the chain. You know I gave it to you half an hour ago. You gave me no chain. You wrong me badly by saying so. You wrong me more, sir, by denying it. Think how this affects my credit. Well, officer, arrest him on my complaint. I do, and in the Duke's name I order you to obey me. This touches my reputation. Either agree to pay this sum for me, or I will have this officer arrest you. Agree to pay you for something I never had? Arrest me, foolish fellow, if you dare. Here is your fee. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare my own brother in this case if he openly scorned me like this. I arrest you, sir. You have heard the claim. I will obey you until I give you bail. Sir, you will pay dearly for this sport, as dearly as all the metal in your shock can answer for. Sir, I will have the law in Ephesus, and to your public shame, I do not doubt it. Dromio of Syracuse enters from the bay. Master, there is a ship from Epidamnum waiting only until her owner comes aboard, and then, sir, she sails. I have carried our cargo aboard, sir, and I have bought the oil, the balsam, and the aquavitae. The ship is ready. The cheerful wind blows fair from land. They are waiting for nothing at all except their owner, master, and you. What now? A madman? Why, you foolish sheep, what ship from Epidamnum is waiting for me? The ship you sent me to hire passage on. You drunken slave, I sent you for rope and told you exactly why and for what purpose. You sent me for rope's end soon enough. You sent me to the bay, sir, for a boat. I will discuss this matter with you when I have more leisure, and teach your ears to listen to me more carefully. Hurry straight to Adriana, villain. Give her this key, and tell her that in the desk covered with Turkish tapestry there is a purse of ducats. Have her send it. Tell her I am arrested in the street, and that money will bail me out. Hurry, slave. Go. Come, officer, to prison until it arrives. The merchant Angelo, the officer, and Antipholus of Ephesus exit. To Adriana, that is the place where we dined, where Dousible claimed me for her husband. She is too large, I hope, for me to encircle. I must go there, though it is against my will, for servants must fulfill their master's wishes. Dromio of Syracuse exits. Adriana and Luciana enter. Ah, Luciana, did he really try to tempt you like that? Could you tell from the seriousness in his eyes whether he pleaded in earnest or not? Did he look red or pale, sad or cheerful? What did you observe in this case from the signs of his heart showing in his face? First he denied that you had any claim on him. He meant he had no claim on me. That makes me angrier. Then he swore he was a stranger here. And he swore truly, though he was still false to his oath. Then I pleaded for you. And what did he say? The love I begged him to give you, he begged from me. How did he try to persuade you to love him? With words that might have moved me if the suit had been honorable. First he praised my beauty, then my speech. Did you speak kindly to him? Have patience, I beg you. I cannot, and I will not keep quiet. My tongue, though not my heart, shall say what it wants. He is deformed, crooked, old, and dried up, ugly in face, worse in body, misshapen everywhere, vicious, ill-bred, foolish, dull, unkind, badly made in body and worse in mind. Then who would be jealous of such a man? No one mourns the loss of an evil thing when it is gone. Ah, but I think better of him than I say, and yet I wish other women's eyes thought worse of him. Like the lapwing crying far from her nest, my heart prays for him while my tongue curses him. Dromio of Syracuse enters. Here, go get the desk, the purse. Sweet mistress, hurry now. How did you lose your breath? By running fast. Where is your master, Dromio? Is he well? No, he is in Tartar limbo, worse than hell. A devil in an everlasting coat has him, one whose hard heart is buttoned up with steel. A fiend, a spirit, pitiless and rough, a wolf, no worse, a fellow all dressed in buff leather, a false friend, a shoulder tapper, one who blocks the way through alleys, lanes, and narrow passages, a hound who follows the wrong scent and yet tracks a cold trail well, one who carries poor souls to hell before judgment. Why, man, what is the matter? I do not know the matter. He is arrested on the case. What, is he arrested? Tell me at whose suit? I do not know at whose suit he is arrested truly, but he is in a suit of buff leather that arrested him, that I can tell. Mistress, will you send him redemption, the money in his desk? Go fetch it, sister. I wonder at this. Luciana exits. That he, unknown to me, should be in debt. Tell me, was he arrested on a bond? Not on a bond, but on a stronger thing, a chain, a chain. Do you not hear it ring? What, the chain? No, no, the bell. It is time I were gone. It was 2 o'clock before I left him, and now the clock strikes 1. The hours go backward. I never heard of that. Oh yes. If any hour meets a sergeant, it turns back out of sheer fear. As if time were in debt. How foolishly you argue. Time is a complete bankrupt, and owes more than he is worth to the seasons. No, he is a thief too. Have you not heard men say that time comes stealing on by night and day? If he is guilty of debt and theft, and the sergeant stands in his way, does he not have reason to turn back an hour in a day? Luciana enters. Go, Dromio. There is the money. Carry it straight to him, and bring your master home immediately. Come, sister, I am weighed down by imagination. Imagination, my comfort and my injury. They exit. Antipholus of Syracuse enters. There is not a man I meet who does not greet me as if I were his close friend, and everyone calls me by my name. Some offer me money, some invite me to visit, some thank me for favors, and others offer me goods to buy. Just now a tailor called me into his shop, showed me silks he said he had bought for me, and then measured my body for clothes. Surely these are only tricks of the imagination, and Lapland sorcerers live here. Dromio of Syracuse enters. Master, here is the gold you sent me to get. Well, have you got the picture of old Adam dressed in new clothes? What gold is this? What Adam do you mean? Not that Adam who kept paradise, but that Adam who keeps the prison. The one who wears the calfskin of the calf killed for the prodigal son. The one who came after you, sir, like an evil angel, and told you to give up your liberty. I do not understand you. No? Why, it is perfectly clear. The man who looked like a bass viol in a leather case. The man, sir, who, when gentlemen are tired, gives them a sob and arrests them. The man who takes pity on ruined men and gives them suits made of prison stuff. The man who has made it his firm purpose to do more feats with his mace than a soldier could do with a pike. What? You mean an officer? Yes, sir, the sergeant of the band. The man who brings anyone to answer for it if he breaks his bond. One who thinks every man is always going to bed and says, God give you good rest. Well, sir, let your foolery rest there. Is any ship sailing tonight? Can we leave? Why, sir, I brought you word an hour ago that the bark expedition sails tonight, and then you were stopped by the sergeant and forced to stay for the hoy delay. Here are the angels, the gold coins, that you sent for to free you. The fellow is distracted, and so am I, and here we wander through illusions. Some blessed power deliver us from this place. A courtesan enters. Well met, Master Antipholus. I see, sir, you have found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today? Satan, get away. I command you, do not tempt me. Master, is this Mistress Satan? It is the devil. No, she is worse. She is the devil's mother. And here she comes dressed like a light woman. That is why women say, God damn me, meaning, God make me a light woman. It is written that devils appear to men like angels of light. Light comes from fire, and fire burns, therefore light women will burn. Do not come near her. You and your man are wonderfully merry, sir. Will you come with me? We will make up for our dinner here. Master, if you do, expect spoon food or order a long spoon. Why, Dromio? Because anyone who must eat with the devil needs a long spoon. Away then, fiend. Why do you talk to me about supper? You are, as all of you are, a sorceress. I command you to leave me and be gone. Give me my ring that you had from me at dinner, or else, for my diamond, give me the chain you promised, and I will go, sir, and trouble you no more. Some devils ask only for the paring of a nail, a straw, a hair, a drop of blood, a pin, a nut, or a cherry stone, but she is more greedy and wants a chain. Master, be wise. If you give it to her, the devil will shake her chain and frighten us with it. Please, sir, give me my ring or else the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me like this. Away, witch! Come, Dromio, let us go. Fly from pride, says the peacock. Mistress, you know what that means. Antipholus of Syracuse and Dromio of Syracuse leave. Now there is no doubt that Antipholus is mad. Otherwise he would never behave this way. He has a ring of mine worth 40 ducats, and in exchange for it he promised me a chain. Now he denies both the one and the other. The reason I conclude he is mad, besides this present example of his rage, is the mad story he told today at dinner about being shut out of his own doors. Most likely his wife, knowing his fits, shut the doors against him on purpose. My course now is to hurry to his house and tell his wife that, being out of his mind, he rushed into my house and took my ring by force. I choose this as the best course, for 40 ducats is too much to lose. The courtesan exits. Antipholus of Ephesus enters with an officer. Do not worry about me, man. I will not break away. Before I leave you, I will give you enough money to guarantee the debt I have been arrested for. My wife is in a difficult mood today, and will not easily believe the messenger who says I have been arrested in Ephesus. I tell you, the news will sound harsh in her ears. Here comes my man. I think he is bringing the money. Well, sir, do you have what I sent you for? Dromio of Ephesus enters with the end of a rope. Here is what I guarantee will pay them all. But where is the money? Why, sir, I spent the money on the rope. 500 ducats, villain, for a rope. I will serve you 500 lashes at that rate, sir. For what purpose did I tell you to hurry home? For a rope's end, sir, and for that end I have come back. And for that end, sir, I will welcome you. He beats him. Good sir, be patient. No, it is my place to be patient. I am the one in trouble. Come now, hold your tongue. No, better persuade him to hold his hands. You bastard, senseless villain. I wish I were senseless, sir, so I would not feel your blows. You are sensitive to nothing but blows, and so is a donkey. I am a donkey indeed, you can prove it by my long ears. I have served him from the hour I was born to this very moment, and I have received nothing from his hands for my service but blows. When I am cold, he warms me by beating me. When I am warm, he cools me by beating me. I am wakened with it when I sleep, raised with it when I sit, driven out of doors with it when I leave home, and welcomed home with it when I return. I carry it on my shoulders the way a beggar woman carries her child, and I think that when he has lamed me, I shall beg with it from door to door. Adriana, Luciana, the courtesan, and a schoolmaster called Pinch enter. Come, go along. My wife is coming over there. Mistress Respis Ephinum, consider your end. Or rather, take the parrot's prophecy, beware the rope's end. Will you still keep talking? He beats him. What do you say now? Is your husband not mad? His uncivil behavior proves as much. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Restore him to his right mind, and I will pay whatever you ask. Alas, how fierce and sharp his eyes look. Look how he trembles in his fit. Give me your hand, and let me feel your pulse. There is my hand, and let it feel your ear. I command you, Satan, housed inside this man, yield possession to my holy prayers and hurry straight back to your state of darkness. I conjure you by all the saints in heaven. Be quiet, foolish wizard, be quiet. I am not mad. Oh, I wish you were not, poor distressed soul. You spoiled woman, are these the people you deal with? Did this companion with the yellow face feast and make merry at my house today, while the guilty doors were shut against me and I was denied entrance into my own house? Oh, husband, God knows you dined at home. I wish you had stayed there until now, free from these slanders and this public shame. Dined at home? You villain, what do you say? Sir, to tell the truth, you did not dine at home. Were my doors not locked, and was I not shut out? By my faith, your doors were locked, and you were shut out. And did she herself not insult me there? Without lying, she herself insulted you there. Did her kitchen maid not rail at me, taunt me, and scorn me? Certainly she did. The kitchen vestal scorned you. And did I not leave there in a rage? In truth you did. My bones bear witness to it, for since then they have felt the strength of his rage. Is it wise to encourage him in these contradictions? There is no shame in it. The fellow has found his pattern, and by yielding to him he manages his frenzy well. You bribed the goldsmith to arrest me. Alas, I sent you money to free you by Dromio here, who came in haste for it. Money by me? You might have sent heart and goodwill, but surely, master, not one scrap of money. Did you not go to her for a purse of ducats? He came to me, and I gave it to him, and I witnessed that she did. God and the rope, make her bear me witness that I was sent for nothing but a rope. Mistress, both man and master are possessed. I know it by their pale, deathly looks. They must be bound and laid in some dark room. Tell me, why did you lock me out today, and why do you deny the bag of gold? I did not, gentle husband, lock you out. And gentle master, I received no gold. But I admit, sir, that we were locked out. Deceitful villain, you lie in both things. Deceitful whore, you lie in everything, and you are allied with a damned gang to make me a disgusting object of mockery. But with these nails, I will tear out those false eyes that would look on me as shameful entertainment. 3 or 4 people enter and try to bind him. He struggles. Oh, bind him, bind him. Do not let him come near me. More help. The fiend inside him is strong. Ah me, poor man, how pale and sickly he looks. What, will you murder me? You jailer, I am your prisoner. Will you let them rescue me? Masters, let him go. He is my prisoner, and you shall not have him. Go bind this man too, for he is frantic as well. What will you do, you foolish officer? Do you take pleasure in seeing a wretched man harm and injure himself? He is my prisoner. If I let him go, the debt he owes will be demanded from me. I will discharge the debt before I leave you. Take me at once to his creditor, and when I know how the debt arose, I will pay it. Good master doctor, see that he is safely carried home to my house. O most unhappy day! O most unhappy strumpet! Master, I am now bound for you. Away with you, villain! Why do you drive me mad? Will you be bound for nothing? Be mad, good master, cried the devil. God help the poor souls, how foolishly they talk. Go carry him away. Sister, come with me. Now tell me, at whose suit was he arrested? Pinch and his assistants leave with Antipholus of Ephesus and Dromio of Ephesus. One Angelo, a goldsmith. Do you know him? I know the man. What is the amount he owes? 200 ducats. Tell me, how did it become due? It is due for a chain your husband had from him. He ordered a chain for me, but he never had it. When your husband came to my house today in a rage and took away my ring, the ring I saw on his finger just now, I met him soon afterward with a chain. It may be so, but I never saw it. Come, jailer, take me to where the goldsmith is. I long to know the whole truth of this matter. Antipholus of Syracuse enters with his rapier drawn, followed by Dromio of Syracuse. God have mercy, they are loose again, and they come with drawn swords. Let us call for more help to have them bound again. Away! They will kill us. They all run out as fast as they can, frightened. I see these witches are afraid of swords. The woman who wanted to be your wife just ran from you. Come to the Setor and fetch our baggage from there. I long for us to be safe and sound aboard ship. Honestly, stay here tonight. They surely will do us no harm. You saw they spoke kindly to us and gave us gold. I think they are such a gentle people that, except for that mountain of mad flesh who claims marriage with me, I could find it in my heart to stay here always and turn witch myself. I will not stay tonight for the whole town. So away to get our baggage aboard. They exit. The merchant and Angelo enter. I am sorry, sir, that I have delayed you, but I swear he received the chain from me, though he now denies it most dishonestly. What reputation does the man have here in the city? A very honorable one, sir. He has boundless credit, is highly loved, and is second to no one living in this city. His word could stand for all my wealth at any time. Speak softly. There, I think he is walking. Antipholus of Syracuse and Dromio of Syracuse enter. It is he, and that very chain is around his neck, the chain he swore so outrageously he never had. Good sir, come close to me, I will speak to him. Signor Antipholus, I am amazed that you would put me to this shame and trouble, and bring some disgrace on yourself as well, by denying with such details and oaths this chain, which you now wear so openly. Besides the cost, the shame, and the imprisonment, you have wronged this honest friend of mine, who, except for being held up by our dispute, would have raised sail and gone to sea today. You had this chain from me. Can you deny it? I think I did have it. I never denied it. Yes, you did, sir, and swore falsely besides. Who heard me deny it or swear falsely? These ears of mine heard you, as you know. Shame on you, wretch. It is a pity you are alive to walk where honest men gather. You are a villain to accuse me like this. I will prove my honor and honesty against you right now, if you dare stand your ground. I dare, and I defy you as a villain. They draw their swords. Adriana, Luciana, Courtesan, and others enter. Stop. Do not hurt him, for God's sake. He is mad. Some of you get close to him and take his sword away. Bind Dromio too and carry them to my house. Run, master, run, for God's sake. Take shelter in a house. This is some priory. Get inside or we are ruined. Antipholus of Syracuse and Dromio of Syracuse run into the priory. The lady Abbess enters. Be quiet, people. Why are you crowding here? Fetch my poor distracted husband from here. Let us come in, so we may bind him securely and carry him home for his recovery. I knew he was not in his right mind. I am sorry now that I drew my sword on him. How long has this madness had hold of the man? All this week he has been heavy, sour, sad, and very different from the man he used to be. But until this afternoon his passion never broke out into such extreme rage. Has he lost much wealth in a shipwreck? Buried some dear friend? Or has his eye led his love into unlawful desire, a sin that often overcomes young men who let their eyes wander freely? Which of these sorrows is he suffering from? None of them, unless it is the last, some love that often drew him away from home. You should have corrected him for that. I did. Yes, but not sharply enough. As sharply as my modesty allowed. Perhaps only in private. And in public gatherings, too. Yes, but still not enough. It was the constant pattern of our conversations. In bed he could not sleep because I pressed him about it. At the table he could not eat because I pressed him about it. When we were alone, it was my theme. In company, I often hinted at it. I kept telling him it was vile and wrong. And that is why the man went mad. The poisonous shouting of a jealous woman is more deadly than a mad dog's tooth. It seems his sleep was disturbed by your scolding, and that is why his mind grew light. You say his food was seasoned with your reproaches. Restless meals make bad digestion. From that comes the raging fire of fever, and what is fever but a fit of madness? You say his recreations were interrupted by your quarrels. When sweet recreation is barred, what follows but gloomy, dull melancholy, close kin to grim, comfortless despair, with a great infectious troop of pale illnesses and enemies of life following at its heels? To be disturbed in food and pleasure and in life-preserving rest would make any man or beast go mad. The conclusion is this: your jealous fits have frightened your husband out of the use of his wits. She never corrected him except gently, even when he behaved roughly, rudely, and wildly. Why do you endure these rebukes and give no answer? She has trapped me into condemning myself. Good people, go in and seize him. No. Not one creature enters my house. Then have your servants bring my husband out. Not that either. He has taken this place as sanctuary, and it will protect him from your hands until I have restored him to his senses, or have spent my labor trying. I will attend my husband, nurse him, and regulate his illness, for that is my duty. I will have no substitute but myself. Therefore let me take him home with me. Be patient, for I will not let him move from here until I have used the approved means I possess, with wholesome syrups, medicines, and holy prayers, to make him a sound man again. It is part and parcel of my oath, a charitable duty of my order. So go away, and leave him here with me. I will not go from here and leave my husband here. It does not suit your holiness to separate husband and wife. Be quiet and go. You shall not have him. The abbess exits. Complain to the duke about this indignity. Come, let us go. I will fall flat at his feet and never rise until my tears and prayers have persuaded his grace to come here in person and take my husband from the abbess by force. By now, I think the clock points to 5. Soon, I am sure, the duke himself will come this way in person to the melancholy valley, the place of death and sorrowful execution behind the ditches of the abbey here. For what reason? To watch a respected Syracusan merchant, who unluckily entered this bay against the laws and statutes of this town, be publicly beheaded for his offense. Look, here they come. We will watch his death. Kneel to the duke before he passes the abbey. The duke enters with attendants. Egeon enters bareheaded, with the headsman and other officers. Once more proclaim it publicly. If any friend will pay the sum for him, he shall not die. We care that much for him. Justice, most sacred duke, against the abbess. She is a virtuous and reverend lady. It cannot be that she has wronged you. May it please your grace, Antipholus, my husband, whom I made lord of myself, and all I had at your urgent letters, was seized this unlucky day by a most outrageous fit of madness. He rushed desperately through the street, with his servant as mad as he was, causing harm to the citizens by bursting into their houses and carrying off rings, jewels, and anything his rage took a liking to. At one point I had him bound and sent home, while I went to set right the wrongs his fury had committed here and there. Soon after, I do not know by what powerful escape, he broke away from those guarding him, and with his mad attendant, both of them in furious passion and with drawn swords, met us again, and madly set against us, chased us away. Then, after raising more help, we came back to bind them. They fled into this abbey, and we pursued them here. Now the abbess shuts the gates on us, and will not allow us to fetch him out, nor send him out so we may carry him away. Therefore, most gracious Duke, command that he be brought out and taken away for treatment. Long ago your husband served me in my wars, and when you made him master of your bed, I pledged you a prince's word to do him all the grace and good I could. Some of you go knock at the abbey gate and tell the lady abbess to come to me. I will settle this before I leave. A messenger enters. Mistress, mistress, hurry and save yourself. My master and his man have both broken loose. They have beaten the maids one after another and tied up the doctor. They singed off his beard with burning brands, and whenever it blazed they threw great pails of muddy water on him to put the hair out. My master preaches patience to him all the while, and his man clips at him with scissors like he is a fool. Unless you send help at once, between them they will kill the conjurer. Be quiet, fool. Your master and his man are here, so what you report to us is false. Mistress, on my life I am telling the truth. I have hardly caught my breath since I saw it. He is calling for you, and vows that if he can catch you, he will scorch your face and disfigure you. A cry is heard within. Listen, listen, mistress, I hear him. Run, go. Come, stand by me. Fear nothing. Guards, stand ready with your halberds. Ah me, it is my husband. All of you witness that he is being carried about invisibly. Just now we shut him inside the abbey here, and now he is there, beyond anything human reason can explain. Antipholus and Dromio of Ephesus enter. Justice, most gracious Duke! Oh, give me justice! For the service I did you long ago, when I stood over you in the wars and took deep scars to save your life, for the blood I lost for you then, give me justice now. Unless the fear of death is making me lose my senses, I see my son Antipholus and Dromio. Justice, sweet prince, against that woman there, the woman you gave me as my wife. She has abused and dishonored me to the very height and strength of injury. The wrong she has shamelessly done me today is beyond imagination. Tell me how, and you shall find me just. Today, great Duke, she locked the doors against me while she feasted with loose women in my house. A serious fault. Woman, did you do this? No, my good lord. Today he and my sister dined together. May my soul answer for it. This charge he lays on me is false. May I never see daylight or sleep by night if she is not telling your highness the plain truth. O perjured woman! They are both sworn falsely. In this the madman charges them rightly. My liege, I know what I am saying. I am not confused by wine, nor rashly carried away by raging anger, though my wrongs might make a wiser man mad. This woman locked me out from dinner today. That goldsmith there, if he were not in league with her, could witness it, for he was with me then. He left me to fetch a chain, promising to bring it to the Porpentine, where Balthasar and I dined together. When dinner was done, and he had not come there, I went to look for him. I met him in the street with that gentleman. There this perjured goldsmith swore me down, saying I had received the chain from him today, though God knows I never saw it. For that, he had me arrested by an officer. I obeyed and sent my servant home for certain ducats. He came back with none. Then I politely asked the officer to go in person with me to my house. On the way we met my wife, her sister, and a crowd of vile accomplices. With them they brought one pinch, a hungry, lean-faced villain, a walking skeleton, a mountebank, a threadbare trickster and fortune-teller, a needy, hollow-eyed, sharp-looking wretch, a living dead man. This malicious slave took it on himself to act as a conjurer. He stared into my eyes, felt my pulse, and with no face worth speaking of, tried to face me down, crying out that I was possessed. Then altogether they fell on me, tied me up, carried me away, and left me and my man in a dark, damp vault at home, both bound together. At last I gnawed my bonds apart with my teeth, gained my freedom, and ran straight here to your grace. I beg you to give me full satisfaction for these deep shames and great indignities. My lord, in truth, this much I can witness for him. He did not dine at home, but was locked out. But did he have such a chain from you, or not? He did, my lord, and when he ran in here these people saw the chain around his neck. Besides, I will swear these ears of mine heard you confess that you had the chain from him, after you first denied it in the market. Because of that I drew my sword on you, and then you fled into this abbey here, from which I think you have come out by miracle. I never came inside these abbey walls, and you never drew your sword on me. I never saw the chain, so help me heaven, and the charge you lay on me is false. What a tangled accusation this is. I think you have all drunk from Circe's cup. If you had lodged him here, he would have been here. If he were mad, he would not plead so calmly. You say he dined at home, but the goldsmith here denies it. Fellow, what do you say? Sir, he dined with her there, at the Porpentine. He did, and he snatched that ring from my finger. It is true, my liege, I had this ring from her. Did you see him enter the abbey here? As surely, my liege, as I see your grace. Why, this is strange. Go call the abbess here. I think you are all bewildered, or completely mad. One exits to fetch the abbess. Most mighty Duke, allow me to speak a word. Perhaps I see a friend who will save my life and pay the sum that may deliver me. Speak freely, Syracusan, whatever you wish. Is your name not Antipholus, sir? And is that not your bondman, Dromio? Within this hour I was his bondman, sir, but he, thanks to him, gnawed my cords in two. Now I am Dromio and his man unbound. I am sure both of you remember me. We remember ourselves because of you, sir, for lately we were bound as you are now. You are not Pinch's patient, are you, sir? Why do you look strangely at me? You know me well. I never saw you in my life until now. Oh, grief has changed me since you last saw me, and anxious hours, with time's deforming hand, have written strange marks on my face. But tell me this, do you not know my voice? Nor that either. Dromio, do you not know it? No, trust me, sir, I do not. I am sure you do. Yes, sir, but I am sure I do not, and whatever a man denies, you are now bound to believe him. Not know my voice. Oh, cruel extremity of time, have you so cracked and split my poor tongue in 7 short years that here my only son does not know the feeble note of my sorrowful voice? Though this furrowed face of mine is now hidden under winter's wasting snow, and all the channels of my blood are frozen, still my life's night has some memory, my wasting lamps some fading glimmer left, and my dull, deaf ears a little used to hear. All these old witnesses tell me I cannot be wrong. You are my son Antipholus. I never saw my father in my life. But 7 years ago, in Syracuse, a boy, you know we parted. But perhaps, my son, you are ashamed to acknowledge me in my misery. The Duke and everyone who knows me in the city can witness with me that this is not so. I never saw Syracuse in my life. I tell you, Syracusan, for 20 years I have been patron to Antipholus, and during all that time he never saw Syracuse. I see your age and danger make you lose your senses. The Abbess enters with Antipholus of Syracuse and Dromio of Syracuse. All gather to look at them. Most mighty Duke, behold a man who has been greatly wronged. I see 2 husbands where my eyes deceive me. One of these men is the other's spirit, and the same is true of these 2. Which is the real man, and which the spirit? Who can explain them? I, sir, am Dromio. Send him away. I, sir, am Dromio. Please let me stay. Are you Egeon or else his ghost? Oh, my old master. Who has tied him up here? Whoever tied him up, I will undo his bonds, and by setting him free I will gain a husband. Speak, old Egeon, if you are the man who once had a wife called Emilia, who gave birth to 2 fine sons at one delivery. Oh, if you are that same Egeon, speak, and speak to that same Emilia. Why, now his mourning story begins to prove true. These 2 Antipholus men, so much alike, and these 2 Dromios, alike in appearance, together with her account of the shipwreck at sea. These are the parents of these children, who by chance have all met together. If I am not dreaming, you are Emilia. If you are she, tell me where that son is who floated away with you on the fatal raft. Men of Epidamna picked up him and me, and the twin Dromio too. But soon afterward, rough fishermen from Corinth took Dromio and my son from them by force, and they left me with the men of Epidamnum. What became of those 2 after that I cannot tell. As for me, I came to the life you see me in now. Antipholus, you came first from Corinth? No, sir, not I. I came from Syracuse. Wait. Stand apart. I cannot tell which is which. I came from Corinth, my most gracious lord. And I came with him. We were brought to this town by that most famous warrior, Duke Menethan, your highly honored uncle. Which of you 2 had dinner with me today? I did, gentle mistress. And are you not my husband? No, I say no to that. And so do I, though she did call me that. And this fair gentlewoman here, her sister, called me brother. What I told you then, I hope I shall have time to prove, if what I see and hear is not a dream. That is the chain, sir, which you had for me. I think it is, sir. I do not deny it. And you, sir, had me arrested for this chain. I think I did, sir. I do not deny it. I sent you money, sir, for your bail by Dromio, but I think you did not bring it. No, none came by me. I received this purse of ducats from you, and Dromio my servant brought them to me. I see that we kept meeting each other's servant, and I was taken for him, and he for me, and from that all these errors arose. I pledge these ducats for my father here. There is no need. Your father has his life. Sir, I must have that diamond back from you. There, take it, and many thanks for my good entertainment. Renowned Duke, please take the trouble to come with us into the abbey here, and hear all our fortunes told at length. And all of you gathered in this place, who through this shared day's errors have suffered wrong, come keep us company, and we shall make full satisfaction. For 33 years I have been in labor with you, my sons, and until this present hour my heavy burden was never delivered. The Duke my husband, both my children, and you the witnesses of their birth, come to a christening feast, and come with me. After such long grief, here is such a birth. With all my heart I will join this feast. They all leave except the 2 Dromios and the 2 brothers. Master, shall I fetch your belongings from the ship? Dromio, what belongings of mine have you put aboard? Your goods that were lying at the inn, sir, in the Centaur. He is speaking to me. I am your master, Dromio. Come, go with us. We will see to that soon. Embrace your brother there, and rejoice with him. Antipholus of Syracuse and Antipholus of Ephesus leave. There is a fat friend at your master's house who took me for you today at dinner in the kitchen. She shall now be my sister, not my wife. I think you are my mirror, not my brother. Looking at you, I see I am a sweet-faced young man. Will you walk in to see their feast? Not I, sir. You are my elder. That is the question. How shall we test it? We will draw lots to decide who is older. Until then, you lead first. No, then, let us do this. We came into the world like brother and brother, and now let us go hand in hand, with neither one before the other. They leave.
And there the comedy of errors ends, every tangle smoothed in a moment. The abbess who sheltered the frightened strangers throws back her hood and proves to be Emilia, Egeon's wife, lost these many years, and with her the 2 Antipholuses and the 2 Dromios stand at last side by side, each amazed to see his own face on a stranger. The death sentence is lifted, the chain and the bail and the bewitchings all explained away, husband restored to wife and brother to brother, and even the 2 Dromios go off arm in arm, hand in hand, not one before another. It is Shakespeare at his most purely playful, a clockwork farce of mistaken identity wound tight and let spin, that ends not in a wedding, but in something rarer, a whole broken family made one again. Thank you for sitting with the whole of the comedy of errors. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.